Hey, what's up guys? In this video, I'm going to talk about Bitcoin and some of the big news that's been coming out from governments regarding Bitcoin and what I think you should do with it. As always, if you're new to the channel, my name's Dan. I'm a business school professor. I do a lot of stock analysis and investing videos. So if you like that kind of thing, hit that subscribe button to see more videos like this one. Alright, let's get started. Alright guys, Bitcoin has not had a good month. As you can see, it went up all the way to, close to $65,000 of Bitcoin, but it's really come crashing down. I mean, now it's trading at about 48,000. So what's up with that? What is pushing that? Well, there's a few things going on. Here we have some news from April 16th. Turkey bans crypto payments. Things got much worse on April 18th. We got a report here that the US government is starting to crack down on Bitcoin. They're investigating banks that deal with Bitcoin, accusing them of aiding people in money laundering. Now, guys, to some extent, this is not really news. The central banks and the government have been sending warning signals if you've been paying attention. Here we have Janet Yellen in February telling people that investors should be very careful about investing in Bitcoin. So if you analyze this, it's actually not very hard to figure out why the federal government, why the central banks do not like Bitcoin. The central banks essentially control the money. They control the money supply. Now, a lot of governments, especially the US government, as I outlined in my recent video, have been very irresponsible with money printing, which has really punished savers. It's punished people who rely on bond and other fixed income, a lot of retirees. And a lot of people are pretty concerned about this, and they figure, okay, I'll just stick all my money in Bitcoin. There's a finite amount of Bitcoin. This is a way to hold currency while protecting myself from inflation. The concern I have as an investor is that it does seem like the governments and the central bankers are not going to let it go down that way. In other words, if they get irresponsible in money printing and everyone runs to Bitcoin and starts doing transactions in Bitcoin, I don't think they're going to be too happy with that. So is this the end for Bitcoin? Not necessarily. A number of years ago, the government ruled Bitcoin was a commodity. Now, why is that important? Because if you are buying and selling a commodity, you can then generate tax revenue off of that. So it appeared at that time that the government was trying to work with the Bitcoin people and trying to make this work for both parties. The problem I have with this whole thing is that Bitcoin's attractiveness lies in its value as a currency, its ability to buy things with it. If it's a commodity, it's one of the most useless commodities there is, right? I'd much rather own some gold bricks or some silver bars or something like that. So to me, for Bitcoin to really take off and be valuable, it has to be accepted as a currency. It's got to be a way to buy things. And I think history shows that governments generally don't want that. They don't want some other currency competing with their currency. Because if you put it up in a competition, if you let a fair competition happen, Bitcoin's going to win. I mean, US dollars, give me a break. JPal is printing a bunch right now. Stop, JPal, stop that. He never stops. So Bitcoin's always going to be a rarer commodity than US dollars. It's accepted in all countries except, of course, Turkey banned it. But otherwise, Bitcoin is accepted everywhere. You can take your Bitcoin with you wherever you go very, very easily. If you let them compete, Bitcoin's the winner. I just don't think the government's going to let it go down like that. So what am I doing? Well, I've been bullish on Bitcoin until I found out about all this stuff going on. I bought a lot of Bitcoin when it was 30,000 or 40,000 even. So I've actually had a good return on it up till now. And so I was out when it fell. I was out at about 53,000. That's good for me. That's just what I'm going to do. You got to make your own decisions. It is definitely a tough choice, but I'm going to stay away from it personally. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Very curious to hear what you have to say about this one. Thank you for watching.